Thank you very much, Chairman. My question is to Councillor Harty, and I would like to ask him what his forward thinking is in relation to the Council's continuing responsibilities for young people and pupils in this county who are in schools not maintained by us. Mr. Gove, in his wisdom, has decreed that any school which fails to reach the benchmark of 40% of its pupils getting 5 or more higher grades, including English and Maths, is failing. And the retribution for a school failing is to be turned into an academy. The snag is that 3 of the 4 schools in this county that have failed to reach that mark are already academies. So the question now is, what do we do when we have a failing academy? And I note that in your reply to the written question from Councillor Pellew, that you state that Council retains a general responsibility for the educational outcomes of children and young people in Cambridgeshire. So can you tell us now what your plans are, or what your hopes are, for our continuing responsibility in academies which are failing?
Mr. Harty, please.
Thank you, Councillor Downs. You'll appreciate that there is no formal, at the moment, there is no formal agreement with regard to how an academy deals with the sort of issues that arose, for example, at Sawston. There are discussions taking place with the department in terms of trying to understand how the two can work together and the various roles. And in terms of the discussions I've had with officers, in terms of forward thinking, clearly we're trying to keep a close contact with the schools that we knew as Cambridgeshire schools and have turned to academies. In doing that, we're also offering assistance in certain areas and charging for certain items that we may service them with. But there is still areas that need to be defined more clearly, and that we'll still have to continue working on.
Thank you. Do you have a supplementary?
Would you therefore agree with me that it is absolutely essential that in the next round of negotiations with central government, a sufficient money is retained by county councils to enable them to sustain the service?
Thank you very much. I forgot to mention to Council that oral question time is limited to 60 minutes, and in order for everybody to have their question asked, members are asked to use brevity when asking the question. Thank you very much. Councillor Stone, please.